I do not honor weave, makeup, eyelashes, and all that as a bad bitch. Yeah. You not a bad bitch till I see you in the morning asking me about breakfast with no makeup on.
I just went in for something, just a slight enhancement.
She left in a wheelchair after her January procedure at Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute and Dallas Day Surgery Center. Her attorney says Dr. Samir Jajurakar injected too much fat into the muscles above her sciatic nerve when she awoke and couldn't feel her feet or legs.
Stay away from BBL hell, because it's out there. And for every woman that is a BBL success, there's another one who's a BBL fail, like this one.
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Dr. BOA. Yep, I got time today. I'm a firm believer that if a woman believes she's truly beautiful, she don't do all this extra stuff. She ain't got to get no BBL. She ain't got to get no butt shots. She ain't got to get no lip filler. She ain't got to go and surgically have her waist snatched. She ain't got to do none of that. Get her a good skincare routine, man. Keep herself oiled and moisturized. Keep herself smelling good. Don't be catching all these bodies, man, and she'll be fine. But that's not what we have in this particular society. We have women who don't love themselves, who look at themselves and see something they're not attracted to, see something they don't want to present to the world. So they spend their lives changing everything about themselves that they don't like. And the thing is, I've seen women who've lost 200 pounds. I've seen a 330-pound woman lose 200 pounds and be 130 pounds. But her confidence in herself is not the same as a woman who's always been 130 pounds. I've seen a woman who had a bad case of no acetol go and get a BBL, and now she got a dome, but she doesn't have the same confidence of a woman who's always had a tight body. And the problem is, these surgeries are dangerous. To get a surgery like this, you got to be able to afford to go to a reputable physician. These women be going to Mexico and they be going to Turkey, and Turkey is pretty good. They be going to Mexico and going to these backwood doctors, and sometimes they be in the hood with folks putting Fix-A-Flat and liquid cement in them and all of that. And a lot of times there are casualties in these situations. Fortunately for this woman, she survived, but she's also paralyzed from the waist down, and she won't walk again, all because she wanted to go and get a BBL. And you know, my main problem with the BBLs is sometimes overweight women go get BBLs. Let me tell you something. If you're slightly overweight, all you got to do is change your diet and go crazy with squats and lunges. That's all you got to do. Go crazy with squats and lunges and cardio. And I promise you, your booty will look the way you want to do. Your booty will be doing double duty. I promise you that. But these surgeries are pretty dangerous. So let's listen to this woman, man, who went and had a BBL, and she walked into the hospital, and ever since she came out of surgery, she hadn't been able to feel her legs ever since then. Let's check it out, man. We'll come back and chop it up on a real tip, and we'll also listen to Corey Holcomb explain the same thing I feel. Like, I don't condone all of that. That's why you see me with a woman, she gonna be plain Jane. You understand? If her skin ain't perfect, you're gonna see her imperfect skin. I ain't playing with that, man. I ain't going with all that. Some of y'all may like it, and that's cool. But let's check it out, man. We'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
Oklahoma nurse Rolanda Hutton, it was supposed to be a minor makeover.
And I didn't do this to be a video vixen or anything like that. I just went in for something, just a slight enhancement.
She left in a wheelchair after her January procedure at Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute and Dallas Day Surgery Center. Her attorney says Dr. Samir Jajurakar injected too much fat into the muscles above her sciatic nerve when she awoke and couldn't feel her feet or legs.
And I kept on feeling like something is wrong. Something is wrong. So I thought, I need to go to the hospital.
Attorney Les Weisbrod says instead they kept her at the Cloister at Park Lane, a, quote, luxury post-operative hotel, far too long.
She needed to be emergently transferred to capable people at a hospital, and that wasn't done.
Hutton says she may never walk or work again. And while she hopes to receive damages, she says she spoke out primarily to spare others from her pain.
But a lot of younger people, or maybe people my age, are doing things that may cause more complications, and they're younger and their lives are going to change forever. I want other women to see that what can happen.
And her attorney is seeking more than $5 million.
I do not honor weave, makeup, eyelashes, and all that is a bad bitch.
Yeah.
You not a bad bitch until I see you in the morning asking me about breakfast with no makeup on. A lot of them bitches, when they ain't got their makeup and weave, they come in the room, I see skies blue. He's right. What a wonderful world, face ass bitch. You mean it took them out, they have all that shit. Then in the morning when you drive them home, they face be like, lights go out in Harlem. Where you been acting lately's got me down, face ass bitch.
Oh my God.
Bitch wake up in the morning hiding her face under the cover and shit. You just yank that cover back. Audio, audio. Shibbity boo, shibbity boo, shibbity boo, boo, boo. Them glamour faces don't fool me.
So I mean,
Them bitches Daffy Duck without the bill when they come up out.
That's crazy.
Hey, show a picture of Daffy Duck without the bill on. That's how them bitches be when they come up out there.
Wow, that shit crazy.
That's how the bitches be when they come up out that hair and shit.
Here's a woman who has ruined her life, bruh. She's ruined her life. And she's suing and she gonna get money and she gonna do all that. But what good is money when you can't even walk no more? Not because you had an accident, because you chose to go take a chance on an enhancement surgery that you didn't even need. You didn't even need it. And let me tell y'all something, brothers. I heard Megan say once that women don't do all this for us. Peep gang. They don't do all this for us. They do all this for themselves and each other. They want to look good for each other. They get BBLs for each other. They ain't trying to impress you and me. And so it's hard for me to sympathize with a woman who went and did this for whatever strange, crazy reason she did it. Whatever happened to women being okay with being naturally beautiful? Because truth be told, the majority of us as men, we prefer naturally beautiful women. We prefer natural beauty. We don't want all the makeup. We don't want all the extra stuff you got to do. We don't want the fake lashes. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Outside of the absolute hood, and even guys in the hood don't like fake lashes. That's just, if you're in the hood, that's just what you got to pick from. They all wear them fake lashes. But why would you want your lashes to look like bat wings? It don't even make sense. Like a little bit of eyeliner ain't enough, or not eyeliner, but what they call it, mascara. A little bit of mascara on your lashes ain't enough. Like, why your eyelashes got to be so pronounced? Like, you want me to look at you and the first thing I see is your damn eyelashes? How much sense that make? But that's the world we live in. And so now we're in an environment where we're told that it's because of us body shaming. No, we don't body shame. Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't let these women tell you that it's your fault because we body shame. Man, the majority of men will smash anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything female, the majority of men will smash it. So we don't shame bodies. Y'all shame each other body. Y'all look at each other and shame each other body. Y'all the one pressuring each other to go get these BBLs and pressuring each other to get these augmentations and pressuring each other to get the lip filler and pressuring each other to do all of these things with these crazy wigs and these lace fronts, which is the worst looking thing I ever seen. Y'all force each other to do all of this because y'all competing with each other. We prefer natural. And most men don't have the limit you think they have when it comes to who they'll smash. You know what I'm saying? Most men will go much lower than the average sum of the women that they normally have. Like, times get tough, crunch time, a man will go a little bit lower than that. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing is, let me tell you how that goes. The lower you go in physical beauty, the more you start looking at those other qualities. It's like there's a block in our mind when it comes to a physically beautiful woman. The higher we go up the beauty scale, we stop worrying about the other stuff. We're so entranced by her beauty. And that's a biblical thing right there, man. Just being entranced by her beauty and listening to the soft words she's speaking to you and doing all that, man. You be entranced, dog. You don't even understand, man, that a woman that spoke the craft up on you. But to this woman and all other women out there, man, who have gone through this, I want to tell you something. You should be a champion of anti-BBL rhetoric because you're an example of the bad side of taking those chances. And there's plastic surgeons out here making a killing off of these things. But there are also plastic surgeons out here who are making some killings while making a killing. And this woman is just blessed that it wasn't her and she didn't have to go through it. But You look at DC Young Fly, the mother of his children. You look at Kanye West's mom. When you think about it, brothers, y'all got to keep in mind, women are generally unhappy with themselves. And that's why they have to be with so many different men. And they have to get, the only thing that makes them feel better is to enhance themselves. And that takes money. So they don't seek money just so they can have it. They don't want the money. They want the services that they can purchase with the money. You know what I'm saying? They want to go get their hair done and their nails done and their lashes done and all of that. They want to do it on your dime. Why? Because the majority of them can't afford to do it. They can't afford it. The majority of women in the United States cannot afford basic beautification, brother. They can't afford to keep their hair done, their nails done, fingers and toes, eyebrows threaded or waxed or whatever they're doing to them. They can't afford to do all that. Body waxed, however they want to do it. The majority of them can't afford to do it and live somewhere nice. They can't afford to do it. But they caught up in it. They're caught up in accentuating their butts. Let me tell y'all something. As men have gone more rainbow, women have started to care more about their butts. That's by design. But that's another story. We won't get into that. Stay away from BBL hell, because it's out there. And for every woman that is a BBL success, there's another one who's a BBL fail, like this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.